With this method, you'll be able to kill Krakens without getting hit at all. But first, you need to have at least a Logia that is pretty strong. Like you either need a Magu, a Pika, or a Suna. Any legendary would work perfectly, but it's most likely recommended to use a legendary because it does a lot of damage and it's easier, but you can use any there for you. So let's get started. So you want to go from basically the Desert Kingdom and you want to go exactly to the mountain tops. So I went from the spawn just a little right to from the spawn, and I am now going all the way to the cliffs by the Desert Kingdom, very near where you get the book for the spirit book, I think it's called, were activated. Boom, you want to find this cliff, these two mountains right here, like this right here. You want to stand here and you want to put your boat, and that's what you want to do. Let me just turn on the PvP pass on so I don't get marines after me as soon as I spawn my boat. Alright, let me just spawn my boat, and now we just want to go exactly direct. Just go exactly forward, so go south from the cliff basically. If you take this right, you'll be able to spawn the Krakens. Basically, this is where the rough sea is, and this is where the Krakens spawn. The Krakens, to spawn Krakens, you only need a bounty of 4k minimum, and they can spawn at any time. It's more likely gonna get sea beast though, because sea beast spawns are higher. So I spent an hour here, and I was waiting for an hour just to get one Kraken, and it took me a whole hour. I was mostly getting sea beasts all the damn time. I had to kill them over and over again, but eventually I got a Kraken, and you can see this later on in the video. So let me just assume, boom, we're at the rough waters. I just be waiting here until I get my Kraken spawn, and we'll be right back when that happens. And you just want to heal your boat like this whenever, because sometimes lightning strikes and sometimes sea beasts spawn, so you always have to activate your boat and have it on, otherwise no sea beasts will spawn. Your boat has to be alive all the time and has to be on. It doesn't have to be healed as long as it's spawned. That's what matters in general. Make sure to have that, and you'll be able to do this technique right here. So finally got my Kraken, as you can see, and basically I just waited, and now you want to go directly to the Desert Kingdom quickly, and it's basically north, because you went south, you have to go north now. So we just go directly north. If you have a way to fly, just fly there. If you have a boat, try to use your boat to but basically you have to lure the Kraken with you. This is why I'm walking on the water. If you can't do that, just keep your boat on and drive away. If you have a galleon, just drive the Kraken away towards the actual Desert Kingdom, because you have to put him on a certain location in the Desert Kingdom. So basically lure the Kraken towards the Desert Kingdom like I am doing currently. As you can see, he's hitting me, but I keep running, and eventually I'll be making it to the Desert Kingdom. Where as you can see, we left rough waters, and still bringing with me the Kraken. You can't just see it, but it's behind me. As you can see, sometimes it hits me and sometimes it doesn't. Just keep running and keep on running and keep on running and keep on running. Never stop running until you get to the Desert Kingdom, because when you get to the Desert Kingdom, you'll be able to finally see some cliff. Boom, we are super close to the location. We want to pinpoint where is the Kraken. There he is. He falls, you can see, but eventually if you go too far, and he literally grabbed me, but if you go too far from him, he can despawn. So be careful to not fly away too far from him, because he just despawn and you'll have to wait for a new Kraken. So be careful, do what I did, GPO away from him, don't get caught, and yeah. And otherwise just use a boat and go at a mid speed, a medium speed. And you want to go to the tower, as you can see in front of me. You want to be able to see that big tower right there, and you want to just stand on top of it and bring the Kraken. You want to bring the Kraken so he's on land exactly in front of the tower. So I'll show you guys just in a minute. I'm bringing the Kraken just in front of the tower. So I'm going beside the tower right here, and the Kraken will spawn exactly on it. As you can see, he spawned exactly on the tower, and you want to climb the tower, climb to the top, because what this will do is you won't be able to get hit by him, but you'll be able to hit him if you have any ranged moves. So I will be using my magma rain to show you how it looks like, and I'll just be using this over and over again. And yeah, this will take a long time, so I'll be muting my mic until we kill. So I finally killed him, as you can see, and he dropped nothing because I have a max level and I have gotten most of the drops from him. But that's everything, and yeah, just check out my video on the Devil Fruit tier list, and that's all. Peace.